How to make your wife fall in love with you again. Step-by-step instructions. Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll talk about how you can make your wife fall in love with you again. Often there are cases when the wife is unhappy, angry, resentful, and only talks to you from the position of being very emotional. It may seem that all is lost and that you can't get your relationship back on track. In fact, this is a hidden sign that she still has feelings deep inside. Because the opposite of love is not hatred. The opposite of love is indifference. So, if your wife is expressing raw emotions towards you, even if it's anger, resentment, dissatisfaction, and accusation, then in most cases she still has feelings for you, and your relationship can be saved. At the beginning of the relationship, the situation looked something like this. You were an attractive, interesting man, and she was drawn to you. She wanted to spend time with you, go on dates. She felt high when she was with you and greatly enjoyed herself. She saw a future with you that was happy and clear. She wanted to be with you, which is why she became your wife. The problem is that making her fall in love with you again when she is already angry and disappointed is very difficult. If you do things the way you did them at the beginning of your relationship, she may spew a lot of negativity, push you away, and be even more resentful. You may fail in trying to get her feelings back. An important step in making her fall in love with you again is to remove her resentment and grievances. To do this, there are several techniques that can help. One simple technique is to agree with part of her grievances. Usually, she's angry with the past, and there's no point in arguing about it. It's all gone. It's not worth going back to. It's more important to shift the focus to the future. You can influence her in a way that creates expectations that your future will be happy and beautiful. If your wife blames you for something, such as the fact that you were a bad husband, didn't do something, or didn't behave the way you should have, you can agree that at some point you may have been wrong and didn't meet her expectations. It's unfortunate, but you can't undo the past. This technique will reduce tension in communication with your wife and may be one of the first steps to repairing the relationship. It's important to influence your wife to remove past resentments. These negative emotions can roadblock your attempts to make her fall in love with you again. Second, it's important to create new expectations and a new, attractive version of yourself so that she believes that the two of you can have a happy relationship again. When creating a new image of an attractive husband for your wife, you need to pay attention to two factors. The first is how interesting and attractive you are to your wife now. The second factor is how good of a time you spend together and how much you enjoy it. Often, over the course of a relationship, men lose the attractive traits they had in the beginning. For example, a man was confident in himself when it all started. Then he got the girl, got married, calmed down, and relaxed. He gives his wife minimum attention and has no interest in spending time together outside the home. As a result, the man becomes uninteresting and unattractive to his wife because he doesn't act. Perhaps the man has gained weight and should go to the gym, go on a diet, get in shape. Also, he doesn't have the energy he had when the couple first got together. He doesn't show the attention that his wife wants. At the beginning of the relationship, he used to give a lot of compliments. Now, they are far and few between. He was positive and cheerful before. Now, he is sad and lost in his thoughts. To find the cause of the problems in the relationship, you can write out the last 10 conflicts and note what the wife was most unhappy about. More often than not, one of the main reasons is repeated many times. When you understand these reasons, you need to take action to correct your mistakes. If you've gained weight, go to the gym, get a trainer, lose weight fast. If you have problems with your emotions and throw a lot of negativity at your wife, see a psychologist or a coach who can help you deal with the situation. Once you've changed, it's important not to scream about it at the top of your lungs. Honey, look, I changed. Our relationship is going to be great now. In most cases, trust has already been lost, and your wife has built up a lot of frustration. She doesn't believe she can have a happy relationship with you. Your goal is to bypass this resistance and make her feel that she can be happy with you again, that her man really has changed for the better. To help you get this information to your wife in a proper manner, our team has developed a method of indirect influences. The idea of this method is to overcome that protective wall she has erected in her heart and influence her so that she says to herself, "Yes, indeed, he has changed. I'm attracted to him. I want to be with him. He is cool and interesting. We can have a great time together." The essence of the method is to influence her through social media and her environment, or to tell special stories. The point of these stories is to show your changes, but not to shout about them directly. If you post a photo on social media where you are happy and content, maybe you have a new hobby, for example, your wife might become curious. She'll think, maybe something is really changing in him. If you do this several times, her level of interest will grow. This method is described in detail in the book, Get Your Wife Back. You can find it by following the link below this video. The good news is that the more new posts you have, the easier it is for your wife to believe that her husband has really changed. If every week you show that gradual changes are happening to you, you are more positive and cheerful, you thank your wife more often and criticize less, the chances that she will believe in a happy future with you will increase dramatically. Once she senses this, she'll begin to show more interest, write more often, and maybe even compliment you. Moments like these are very important. You need to ensure that you can spend time together, just the two of you, no kids. Think back to the first dates you had, how you enjoyed being together. No kids, just you and her. You need to do the same now. Organize some interesting activities together. Get a chance to just talk. This will help a lot in the restoration of her feelings, helping her fall in love with you again. On such dates, your goal is not to talk about your relationship and fight over who's right and who's wrong, but to focus on what good you've had in the past. If you need help on how to proceed and what to write and say to make your wife fall in love with you again, you can find them in the book, Get Your Wife Back. There are clear instructions and templates for messages and stories you can write to her. The book will also give you some pointers on how to act in difficult situations. Don't wait for a magic day when everything will work itself out. Many people think that you just need to wait out the storm in the relationship and everything will be fine and wonderful. They think that they cannot change anything. But usually, this is not the case. If it works the first time, the next crisis becomes worse. And eventually, the relationship falls apart. You have an opportunity to act and improve the situation. Get the book, make a plan, change, and become attractive to your wife. Take the initiative and take action. Then the chances of your relationship turning happy will increase dramatically. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can. If you have interesting stories, let me know and I'll be glad to record new videos with them in mind. Like my videos and subscribe to the channel. It will help me create more content. Good luck to everyone in getting your wife's love back. See you all soon.